And so on behalf of the people of Ghana, the government, I want to extend our sympathy and condolence to the family, and to say that we will work closely with the family. We're waiting for the family to meet and tell us what their desires. But I just want to announce as president that we shall give her a state funeral. The family can do the traditional funeral after the state funeral. And so once we know what the dates are, we will do the program, and the state will give her the full honors that she deserves.
Following the demise of the late former First Lady Konadu Agyeman Rawlings, Aban Eyi Ndamian Sansi was 3 days of national mourning in memory of the late First Lady, Mrs. Konadu Agyeman Rawlings. Na Andra de no Prez Mahama ekopie at the residence of the late former First Lady. No Prez edi adanse edin sembi etugwa. Sanso na the leadership of the Ghana Armed Forces ekopie at the residence of the late Konadu Agyeman Rawlings edin sembi etugwa. Sanso na the only son of former President John Evans Atamils, the late, also kopie ho. I will de won ya consem ekotugwa. Make sure say the course you know, we see me a chairman paying a pay special tribute be in memory of the late former First Lady Abusia. I so heart touching. Watch the impact that the woman has made on the Ghanaian society. It is still evidence that Obiat will say yes, the woman worked through the 31st women movement or empower women and also establish a lot of manufacturing factories. Sabrino, it is helping people to make ends meet. A very good example. Emameno SRT. My parents say, "Won't put Emameno we no," and it's surprising because it is sudden. Because the last time we no, broke PMO Asante Hema Nasia. Let me be anxious. Emami, Obashenenqua in this short period. Now so no, Sebi, Onyankopon onim de Yemanema, and Oyema won Ewanibrim, and it's no one can question the doing of the Lord. And
express my condolences on behalf of Lordina and I on the passing of our mother. It actually came as a shock. Zaneto was the first to call me, and Nana was with them, and they broke the news to me, and so I asked them to come to the office. And they came and explained everything that happened. It was sudden. The last time I saw her was at the Asante Hima's funeral, and she was her lively self. I mean, there was nothing that could warn us that in a few weeks to come, she herself will become God's own. But like Nana said, all of us will be called one day by God. We don't know when. And so we extend our condolences. Nana Konadu set a record in this country as the longest serving First Lady, 19 solid years. And with the Constitution we have, nobody can ever break that record. The maximum anybody will do is 8 years. And during the 19 years, she took women's empowerment as her focus. And we know the work the 31st December Women's Movement did all over the country. Even up to today, when you go around the country and on the campaign trail, you see evidence of her work. Either oil palm extraction projects, Gari production projects, and they're still operational. And women are using those income generation facilities to improve themselves and their children. And so there's a lot that can be said, and I'm sure that when the tributes come to be written, we will have a wholesome story about her role as First Lady in Ghana. And so on behalf of the people of Ghana, the government, I want to extend our sympathy and condolence to the family, and to say that we will work closely with the family. We're waiting for the family to meet and tell us what their desires. But I just want to announce as president that we shall give her a state funeral. The family can do the traditional funeral after the state funeral. And so once we know what the dates are, we will do the program and the state will give her the full honors that she deserves.
And it's my parents also share boss say she's going to be given a befitting state barrier. Yes, a buying and a Ghana, a buying a years from Koda Shema Meno Enunyam. Now, my parents answer no any other city now to go no. And at the MP4 Clote Kole, oh yeah, my man Nana Konadu Agyeman Eba, Michim Dr. Konadu Rawlings, express gratitude to my Prez Mahama for honoring her mother with state barrier. And into other sedansem etu guada man penanse e was ansem pena waka chebusu say she's going to be given a befitting state barrier no.
Family, that you have made this announcement that she's going to have a state funeral. I would also like to extend our appreciation for the 3 days mourning that you actually declared in her honor. It's a difficult time, but the outpouring of love and the show of support, and even on the day, your immediate response was so encouraging, and it made us realize that it's not just the case of our mother has passed, but the recognition of who she was to everybody, as far as being a statesperson in her own capacity, but a mother and who touched lives personally. Your Excellency, the President, we are honored by your presence here today, and your words have been very encouraging to us. And indeed, as much of as a shock it is, you have been so very supportive. You've extended all the support that we've needed and the protocols and everything. And I would like, on behalf of the entire family, to express our absolute gratitude to you for everything that you've done so far to help us make sure that we give her a dignified exit, a dignified farewell. Your Excellency, this is your funeral. This is our funeral. And God knows why it has happened now. And as believers, we cannot but believe that this was the time. And it is for us to ensure that as we honor her memory, it is not in absolute grief and only shock, but also in celebrating the lives she touched, the impact that she had, because many of us are beneficiaries of that. And as we proclaim that, the generation that may not be aware of that impact will come to know that that was part of the foundation of where we stand today. Your Excellency, we are most grateful, and on behalf of the family, we say thank you very much to yourself, to the First Lady, to the government for the support and for the love.
The leadership of the Ghana Armed Forces, led by the Chief of Defense Staff, Esu Kupiemu Ewoho Edinsembebre Etuga. Sansona chairman won to me on those stormy why na nyasem keto ahwe fans chairman won to me nya hey upon after the court proceedings no call na is chairman won to me nra no obedi juma bien e wa Accra. Na the only son of the late former president of Ghana Michiremu Professor John Evans Atamels ba ye friend no Sam Kofi Atamels enso ko PM e wo na Konadu Agyeman Rawlings here or the young consem ekotugwa. Make sure you subscribe here. Subscribe to this channel. Follow us on Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube for all the latest updates on Konadu Agyeman Rawlings funeral and matters arising. Chirabagi mami, the comment section. Medasa.